After reviewing Sinners last time, I thought this time would be the perfect time to rank the films of Ryan Coogler from his weakest to best. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ryan Coogler on a horror channel? Well, he may have only dived into horror once with Sinners, but I thought because of how great his filmography is, I thought it's best to cover it all on this channel. This list is purely my opinion. Honestly, I think he is quite consistent with his films, whether they're gritty realism, superhero spectacle, or unsettling supernatural. Coogler brings the heat. So with that all said and done, let's rank the films of Ryan Coogler.
Then let's get started.
Kicking off this list at the bottom is Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the only sequel Ryan Coogler has made so far. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of strong elements here. The costuming is stunning, the action is solid, Namor's introduction was exciting, and Angela Bassett gives a phenomenal performance that should have won her an Oscar. Plus, the tribute to Chadwick Boseman, beautifully done. But for me, the film struggles in the storytelling department. The pacing drags, especially in the middle, and it just feels so overstuffed with subplots and characters that don't really add much to the core narrative. I really think it would have been a stronger film if it focused more tightly on Shuri's journey to becoming the new Black Panther. Also, let's talk about Riri Williams. I don't mind the idea of another character being super clever like Tony Stark, but here it just feels so forced. Her character introduction comes out of nowhere and ends up feeling more like a plot device rather than somebody who's fully developed. It kind of undercuts what made characters like Stark unique in the first place.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
While Black Panther Wakanda Forever isn't a bad film, and it's far from the worst the MCU has to offer, it does feel like it's trying to chase awards rather than connect with audiences. Still, credit where it's due, the tribute to Chadwick Boseman was half out and handled with tear, and that's why I do think Black Panther Wakanda Forever does still stand out as a decent movie, just not his best. Coming in next in fourth place is Fruitvale Station, Ryan Coogler's directorial debut, and boy what a debut it is. This is a powerful gut punch of a film that tells the real life story of Oscar Grant, a young man who was tragically killed by police in 2009. For a directorial debut film, this is an incredible, bold, confident piece of filmmaking. The story, which follows the final hours of Oscar's life, is gripping from the very first frame. It works as a deeply emotional character study, one that doesn't sensationalise, but instead humanises. It's a tragedy, yes, but it's also a necessary one to witness. Stories like these deserve to be told, and Coogler treats it with respect and care it's needed. Michael B. Jordan delivers a phenomenal performance, and Octavia Spencer absolutely steals the show every time she's on screen. Even Kevin Durant, who plays the corrupt officer, fully embodies the role. It's honestly incredible how Coogler gets such a natural, honest performance out of his cast. The gritty cinematography also adds to the raw authenticity of the film. It feels real, and that's part of what making it so hard-hitting. That said, Fruitvale Station isn't a film I revisit often. It's a tough watch, but it's meant to be. As a debut film, it's a brilliant start to Coogler's career, and it shows how powerful his voice as a filmmaker really is. Taking the bronze spot on this list is Black Panther, Coogler's first dive into the MCU, and the only Marvel film to ever be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. That alone says a lot about the impact this movie had. Not just culturally, but cinematically. This film has always had a special place in my heart. It's one of my favourite MCU films. The storytelling, the themes of legacy and identity, the incredible performances, striking cinematography, gorgeous costumes, and the rich world building of Wakanda, it all comes together in a way that makes this film big, important and personal at the same time. Magnificent! 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 That said, on a rewatch while prepping for this list, I did notice some flaws that made me slightly reassess where I rank it. The CGI can be rough in places, especially during the final battle, and there are a few slower stretches that drag the pace down just a little. It's not quite as airtight as I once thought it was. Still, despite those issues, Black Panther is a strong feature from Coogler, that really shows his ability to handle scale, emotion and action all at once. It's a landmark film in many ways, and another reason why Coogler continues to stand out as a director with both vision and heart. Before I reveal my top 2 picks, I just want to remind you all to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright on Netflix and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Also, let me know in the comments down below what do you think to Ryan Coogler's filmography and whether you want to see him do horror again. Now, back to the video.
But I want it now!
Coming in as a runner-up on this list is Creed, my favourite film in the entire Rocky franchise. Now, I have a lot of respect for the original Rocky films and what they did for cinema, but Creed felt like lightning in a bottle. It was the perfect way to continue the series without rebooting it, paying tribute to what came before it while carving out a new, fresh path of its own. We follow Adonis Creed, the son of Apollo, as he sets out to forge his own legacy. He seeks out Rocky Balboa to train him, and what follows is not just another boxing film, it's a powerful, character-driven drama that brings the franchise back to its gritty emotional roots. Unlike the more over-the-top sequels, this one grounds itself in realism, making every punch, every setback, every victory feel earned. Michael B. Jordan owns the role as Donnie. He brings intensity, vulnerability and charm, making us care deeply about this new fighter. And Stallone, easily his best performance as Rocky. Raw, heartfelt and full of wisdom. It's like he's never left a role, but he's evolved from it. Ryan Coogler's direction is absolute top tier here. The one-take fight scene, the training montages, the emotion behind every scene, it's all done with such confidence and clarity. He didn't just revive a franchise, he redefined it. Creed is the reason I hold Ryan Coogler in such high regards. He has proven you can honour the past without being stuck in it. And in doing so, he delivers a film that stands tall, not just in the franchise, but in modern cinema.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
And coming in at number 1 as my favourite Ryan Coogler film, Sinners, his boldest and most creative film to date. Huge props to Ryan Coogler for stepping away from IPs and real-life stories to create something wholly original. Set in the 30s Southern America, this period horror nails its setting, with stunning production design, textured costuming, and practical effects that bring the world to life. You can tell this was his passion project. It feels gritty, atmospheric, and totally immersive from every frame. Visually, Sinners is a knockout. It marks Coogler's second collaboration with cinematographer Autumn Gerald Akbar, and her work here might be her best yet. Every shot is dripping with rich and creepy dread, capturing both the eerie tone of the horror genre and the richness of the era, adding Ludwig Göransson's haunting score, an electric feel. This might be one of his best yet. And you got yourself a film that's not only great in storytelling, but a feast for the senses. There's even a standout scene involving a musical mashup that's both unexpected and unforgettable. The cast deliver performances across the board. Michael B. Jordan shines in a dual role as twins Shax and Smoke, showcasing more of his range than ever. Jack O'Connell is terrifying as the villain. Hailee Steinfeld lives one of her best performances since True Grit, and breakout star Miles Catton absolutely owns the lead role. Mark my words, this guy is going places. Supporting turns from Wumi Mosaka, Jamie Lawson, Daryl Lindo and Lee Young Lee round out most of the supportive, impressive ensemble cast in a horror film this year. The story itself is an epic yet deeply personal blending vampire lore with African American history and culture in a way that feels refreshing and resonant. It reminds me at times of From Dusk Till Dawn and even Shaun of the Dead of how it balanced tone, genre and stakes. While most of the film centres on a juke joint owned by the twins, it smartly expands into its surrounding sound and landscape, giving the story more real scope. Sure, it could be trimmed a little here and there, but I was never bored. Sinners proves that Coogler isn't just a blockbuster filmmaker. He's an artist with vision, and this film is testament to that, and that is how I rank the films of Ryan Coogler from his weakest to his best.
Nice.
Thank you all for watching today's video. Make sure you check out the films of Ryan Coogler and form your own opinion. And if you're new here to Fright Night Flix, come and check out all my past videos, including a whole review of Sinners, and more director rank lists like these. I'll be back soon for a brand new video, but until then, keep the chills alive and stay spooky.